the 2K Sports pregame show.
Okay, basketball fans, with me, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, I'm Ernie Johnson. You're watching 2K Sports, but you know that already. Tonight, it'll be the Phoenix Suns going up against the New Orleans Pelicans. Well, for the Pelicans, they were undefeated against this squad last season, going 3-0. We'll see if they can continue that dominance. And taking the floor tonight, someone with a traditional postgame who can also shoot with great range, DeAndre Ayton. Shaq, your thoughts?
I watched this guy play in college, 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. Not fast necessarily, but agile, fluid, highly skilled.
What more could you want?
More could you want?
Well, accurate shooter from the field and the free throw line. This guy moves his feet well enough to switch defensively. I love his game.
And now with the tip coming up shortly, time to send it to Kevin Harlan for the call.
New Orleans, land of the Pelicans, in a fine Western Conference battle at the New Orleans Arena. Thanks for joining us, everyone. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. A good game here would get this road trip started confidently for the Suns. These guys facing good ball clubs and will continue to over the upcoming stretch of games, even more critical to notch a win in this one.
Well, right now for the Suns, they talked a lot in the preseason about how they wanted to bounce back from last year's disappointment. So far, they look to be on track to do just that.
They sure do, Greg. I mean, they've avoided the bottom of the standings, and let's see if they can keep making progress as the season goes on here.
And before we get going, let's hear from David Aldridge on the sideline. David?
Well, guys, you remember that Anthony Davis had a growth spurt in high school that took him from a 6'2" guard to a 6'10" big man. Now, he remembered telling his mother, I can't fit in my bed, I can't fit in my shoes, I can't fit in these jeans you brought me. And her saying, I just bought those 3 weeks ago. Kevin?
It's all paid off in the long run, though. Thanks, DA. And for teams not enjoying a quick start to the season, Clark, how long until they start to push the panic button and making some big moves?
You know, Kevin, I don't think you ever can push the panic button. I think you have to have a sense of what direction you're going, be realistic about who you are and what you have. And that's where good leadership comes in, not just with the team itself, from the coaches to the players, but in your front office, too. I mean, you've got to have some flexibility to adjust to the length of the season and challenges of it, and yet still stay on course with your overall plan.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. On the perimeter, it's Booker and Jackson. Ayton is out there with T.J. Warren. New Orleans on D. Suns moving the ball around. 6 to shoot. Yes, that goes in. Warren's got the first points up on the board for Phoenix.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Holiday, the pass to Davis. And Mirotic has it in the corner. Stolen by Jackson. Here's Warren. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
First trip to the line for him here.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Yeah, guys, I mean, he's been a very steady hand for them when it comes to his free throw shooting.
And the first one drops.
And remember, T.J. Warren, he averaged 25 a game his second season at NC State. You want to know his role in the NBA? It's quite simple, a professional scorer.
Both free throws good from Warren. And with Warren, with kind of an old school approach, Greg, very active with his mid-range game.
And this guy can get buckets around that rim. As he stretches his range, I think he'll only get more and more dangerous.
Now here's Davis. 23 points for him the last game against Chicago.
And not just the scoring. It was also how fierce he was on defense, grabbing 3 steals on the night as well.
And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Pass to Mirotic. From the arc.
Really respect how hard Jackson plays on defense. This guy doesn't take any possessions off.
And that one hits back iron.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Now here is Holiday. After Josh Jackson's miss, just 4 to shoot. Over Jackson. The shot by Holiday, no good.
I tell you, that is not what they want. A contested jump shot, the defense right on him. You need to get a better shot than that.
And dunking the ball is just second nature to Aiden. With the right positioning, he's a threat to throw it down.
Now here is Holiday. He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Chicago. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Man, right play, wrong result on that one. Generally, you knock those down.
Not much else you can do there. I mean, that's what you want. Too bad they weren't able to finish it off. Well, I think this is the start they wanted. Come out and put some points up early. 3 of 4 so far.
And here's Holiday after Josh Jackson hitting the 3. Okobo guarded by Holiday. There's the basket and make it a double-digit lead.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. This game coming on the heels of their win against Chicago.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Well, every team goes into the draft looking for finishers like these. Here are the most efficient scorers among this year's rookie class. DeAndre Ayton is number 1.
And the numbers say it all. I mean, he's tremendously efficient at scoring the basketball around the rim. He's almost automatic.
Yeah, excellent footwork he has. I mean, terrific in his shot selection for such a young player. He's dependable, coachable, steady. This kid's going to really go far.
Yeah, scoreless here early after their first 4 shots. They right now are searching for a bucket.
It's Jackson with the drive. And Davis sends it back.
Boy, I tell you what, Davis uses his length so well. I mean, a defensive stalwart who holds his ground, and because of his timing and length and athleticism, he's an excellent shot blocker.
Here's Davis. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. That one good for 2.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Here's Ayton. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possessions.
Now here is Holiday. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Randall finds Mirotic. That's tipped.
And using that wide reach to reject shots. Ayton can't afford to throw up weak stuff around the big fella.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Julius Randle picks one up.
And Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in that 2017 draft out of Kansas, a hyper-athletic 6'8", and he's got the handles, I think, to become a terrific slasher in the league.
That free throw missing. And Jackson plays with a great motor. He's got some grit in his game.
I mean, he's a competitor. I mean, plays with that chip on both shoulders. But give me a guy who cares. As a coach, better to have guys you need to rein in rather than those you have to kind of force to be aggressive.
And he can't make the second free throw either, missing both.
You know, when I saw Jackson back in college, I thought he was the best two-way player in the country. I mean, he's athletic, he's confident, he's aggressive. Man, he plays with the verve that you like to see a guy play with.
Now, here's Warren, coming off a stellar performance against Boston. Jackson against Mirotic. Jackson misses.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
That's exactly how you want to play it defensively, Kevin. I mean, getting a hand up to distract and bother the shooter, not easy to stop somebody this deep inside.
And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Suns making a change here. Ariza's checked in. Outside Mirotic. Releases from 15, and he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Passes it to Ayton. Mirotic against Jackson. The shot is good. It's his second bucket in 5 tries.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Timeout called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over.
Yeah, he's got to make some adjustments here. Just too easy to score in the lane against them right now.
Yeah, there's no reason why they should be scoring at will down there easily as they have. I mean, they've got to be more aggressive inside.
Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at New Orleans. 4th in the conference, an excellent season so far for them, though they'd like to jump into the top tier, maybe the top 3. And, of course, there's the Suns, a game behind.
Well, right now for the Suns, if the season were to end today, they'd find themselves right in the playoff hunt. That's some serious progress for a team that struggled so much of last year.
Unfortunately, the season doesn't end today. There's a long way to go, but still, it looks like they're on the right track.
Nailed from three-point land. Mirotic has got his second basket of the night.
That shot was made possible by the work of Anthony Davis.
Kicks to Booker. Pass to Ayton. Stolen by Holiday. High post, Davis. Offensively, he's been a one-man wrecking crew. His scoring average is over 30 points a game.
And, you know, got to admire the patience inside from Davis. Outstanding at staying under control, taking his time, and burying the quality shot.
It's stolen by Randall. Tipped away. Ariza up top. He's guarded by Davis. And the basket by Jackson. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for Phoenix.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnover.
Another big aspect of their game tonight has been the fast break, transition opportunity. They're really keeping it up tempo so far.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Ariza outside. Down low. Here's Booker. And the dunk by Booker.
And jumping out like this, man, you automatically start thinking blowout.
Yeah, you know, it's early for sure, but still, they're flat out owning this team right now.
Davis, count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed assist. Davis has got 6. Suns leading by 8.
And what a summer it was for the Suns. Landed the top pick in the draft, taking Ayton. and brought in some talent through free agency as well. Booker signing that extension solidified a very productive summer for the Suns. Having two young players that complement each other so well is huge for an up-and-coming team like the Suns.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
And the word is they challenged each other, guys. I mean, each and every one of them to improve their free throw shooting in the offseason. Held each other accountable in that area. And now you see the results individually and as a whole.
And that one misses. Obviously, the game is played with a more wide-open style now, Clark. Name a few old-school bigs who continue to make an impact.
Well, I like what Andre Drummond does. The big fella's a glass-eating machine. Still needs to refine his moves and shooting touch, but his athleticism and rebounding off the charts. Blake Griffin stands out as well. Highly skilled, very, very athletic. Steven Adams, obviously a big guy who plays an old-school game, rim protector, finisher, good hands, great strength. Dwight Howard, you know, he's on the backside of his career, but you think about what he was able to do in his prime as a shot blocker, rebounder, finisher. He's got some old-school qualities as well.
And the officials call him for a 3-second violation. Suns leading by 9. Crawford passes to Holmes. Back to Crawford. This one for 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And you can't help but pick their defense apart. They're completely in disarray.
Well, everything's coming too easily. I mean, at some point defensively, you have to take something away.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
And once they established that flow offensively, really never got any resistance from the D.
And, you know, Greg, they were sinking shots left and right, and that's got to be demoralizing for the defense. They were in a real zone.
Holmes finds Anderson. Crawford outside. They get the rebound. Holmes, good. Holmes got his first 2 points of the night.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up a little more sense of urgency.
Yeah, they've got to do a little more to disrupt their offensive rhythm, too.
Now here's Davis. 8 points for him. Here's Okafor. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Got himself into really good position there. Can't pass that shot up, guys.
And so Crawford will bring it up for Phoenix. It's a 10-point game. And going against New Orleans, their first meeting of the year.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
Clark kicks to Okafor. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
Excellent timing by Okafor. He really bounced up and finished that alley-oop with real flavor and flair that time.
And that was an unleashed chaos moment indeed. What a spectacular play. Sponsored by Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Crawford. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Crawford's got 5 now.
And from the opening tip, they just crushed it. You see it now on the scoreboard.
Clearly in great rhythm. They've got it going on, I mean, in a big way. Excellent job at establishing a huge lead early on.
Now here is Davis. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out to Payton. Takes a 3. And that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Now let's step back and have a look at the top passing teams in the NBA this season. 4th, the Suns.
And a team that shares the ball will create opportunities for the right player to score.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Crawford. A chance here to assess what parts of the floor the attempts have been coming from as we look at the shot chart for the Pelicans.
And they're among the top-ranked teams in the conference, in large part because of how well-rounded they are at the offensive end. In terms of their shot distribution, their points are coming from just about everywhere. And that's a key component for any elite offense.
Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Ariza. In the corner, it's Crawford. It's rebounded by New Orleans.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
Now here's Payton. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Launches a three. That's tipped out of bounds. It'll go to the Suns.
And a moment now to check out some of the numbers for Ariza. He's averaging about 7 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
It's Crawford on the wing. And Davis pulls it down.
Boy, the defense did an awesome job there, Kevin. Big-time work. Really distracting him, throwing off the shot. That's how you do it on D.
The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Davis has got 10.
How about 5 of 6 to start? Looks like he brought his A game.
Crawford right side. Ariza at the elbow. Okobo covered by Payton. The 11-footer. Great D that time from Payton. Pelicans trail by 10. And it's Miller in the corner. That's good. And it's Payton with the assist. Miller's got his first points of the game.
Well, I love the way Payton is always looking to swing the ball. I mean, he's constantly on the lookout for the ball reversal to help an open teammate get a shot.
Crawford outside. Okobo. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. And so it's the Phoenix Suns holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Josh Jackson, the 4th pick in 2017. He's already made an impression on his teammate, Devin Booker.
Josh is an ultra competitor. He has the same mindset, that winning mindset. And, I think that's where it starts, people that actually care about the game. And Josh is definitely one of those guys.
Well, these two have a very bright future.
I mean, between Booker's shooting and Jackson's defensive versatility and potential, that's a duo to watch.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. Guys, what's your take so far on the Suns?
I mean, an interesting first quarter. The pressure D seems to be causing a lot of turnover.
Just jumped all over him, Greg. I mean, pounced on him, using their length and quickness to come away with those steals.
Payton is out there with Ian Clark. Then there's Hill. Then there's Okafor. And it's Miller in at the 3 spot. That's the Pelicans 5 as we get into the second quarter. But they recover it. Pelicans trail by 8. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, guys, Devin Booker is a 20-point-per-game scorer since his 2nd season in the league, and he knows you have to have confidence to be a great shooter. He said, know the work you've put in, trust your game. Just because you miss shots, you can't doubt yourself. They're supposed to fall, and they will if you keep shooting. Kevin?
Next shot mentality for sure. Thanks, D.A.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Here's Payton. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Alfred Payton, over his 4 seasons, developing one of the most distinctive hairstyles in the league.
You know, and I remember seeing some footage where his hair seemed to block his vision on a shot attempt. For a player who had struggled shooting the ball, many question whether a trim might be in order. We'll see.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first. Clark, there was a rules change not too long ago that promoted more help defense, less one-on-one defense. Good or bad?
I like it. Again, there's always going to be a premium on defending one-on-one, but positioning defenders where you can help better and more, I think it's trying to make sure the offensive side doesn't get too much of an advantage where the rules had gone in the past. So I think it's a nice balancing act for the game.
Crawford passes to Anderson. He kicks to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Here's Clark, guarded by Crawford. Miller finds Hill. Here's Payton. Shot clock at 6. Shoots from 14. It's deflected.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Yeah, no question about it. I mean, as they're looking to battle back, that's one of the key elements. You got to rebound.
Booker looking around. Over Payton, and he gets that one to go off the front iron.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And it's Okafor off the drive. That's in, coming off an assist from Payton. Payton's got 3 assists tonight. Phoenix leading by 6. And Booker kicks to Holmes. A quick shot there, and it's off target.
And there was no effort on behalf of the defense. None. I mean, the shooter has to be upset with himself for missing that shot.
Hill passes to Payton. Here's Okafor. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. And Jahlil Okafor, the 3rd overall pick back in 2015, has had his ups and downs to the start of his career. But, you know, Clark, he feels now he's on the right track.
Well, I think he recommitted himself to fitting in with the team and has been working harder than ever before. Sometimes disappointment can motivate you to greater levels of work and commitment. He was kind of a forgotten man in Philly.
Shooting 2.
And now he realizes a second chance is with him, and he's trying to make the most of it.
And the first one at the line is good.
I tell you what, coming straight to the NBA after just 1 year at Duke, Okafor making an immediate impact in the NBA.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Julius Randle's checked in for Darius Miller. Etuan Moore comes in for Ian Clark. And it's Drew Holiday in for Elfrid Payton. And for the Suns, Ayton, he's checked in for Rashawn Holmes. And Josh Jackson subbed in for Anderson. Both free throws good from Okafor.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
And maybe cause some foul trouble along the way as well. And we know what that can do. It pays off typically in good fashion for you.
Now, here's Warren. 10 points for him. Crawford outside. Just 4 to shoot. Over Moore. But they recover it. Warren finds Crawford. Over Hill. That one off the back iron and out.
And low percentage look on that one. Not sure what he was thinking.
I agree with you. Not a good shot, not good offense. They can get a much better look than that, but they're going to need to be patient to do so.
Now, here's Warren. The feed to Booker. Back to Warren from beyond the arc. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Randle passes to Moore. No good that time. Nice D from Crawford. On the wing, Jackson. He's defended by Randle. Crawford's shot is good.
Hey, major props to Josh Jackson. Made an intelligent play there. Has a good feel for when his guys have a clean look.
And Moore kicks to Holiday. Outside Hill. The pass to Moore. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Moore's got his first 3 points of the game.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Booker finds Warren. Over Randall. And the shot by Warren, no good.
That's good offense. The shot didn't go down, but they'll live with that.
Hill against Jackson. Now here is Holiday. Tight defense on him. It's back to Hill. From deep. It's hauled in by Jamal Crawford.
The only place for shots like that are in shoot-around.
Exactly. I mean, that shot is one he shouldn't even think about taking.
Pelicans trail by 6. And Moore kicks to Holiday. They get a hand on it. Outside Hill. Back to Okafor. And stolen by Ayton. Holiday against Booker. Inside, here's Warren. Good D by Holiday.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Randall kicks to Holiday. Back to Randall. And stolen by Ayton. Booker against Holiday. On the wing, Booker. A 32-point game for him in the win against Boston.
And we have to mention his rebounding. It wasn't all about the offense. He battled his tail off down low.
And the second chance effort by Jackson.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Well, they're working the glass, really battling in that area of the game, and that's helped them stake this lead.
Now here's Okafor. 10 points for him. And again, no good by New Orleans. Here's Booker. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists in the game. Here's Holiday. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And not surprising, obviously unhappy with the lack of response from his team.
Can't blame him. I mean, the effort hasn't been there, just has not been there. Hopefully, he can get the fire lit.
Davis is checked in for the Pelicans. Mirotic comes in for Hill. Trevor Ariza's checked in for the Suns. Booker against Holiday. To the inside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Devin Booker. And we've all heard the rumors that have been floating around the last few seasons. A lot of speculation if Davis could get traded or Greg leave in free agency.
I mean, Davis moving would be one of the rare situations where it literally could shake up the entire league. You hear a lot of different teams express their interest in him. But credit to Davis. He really has remained committed to New Orleans and has said everything you'd want to hear from a fan's perspective.
And that one falls for Davis.
Davis is really the total package, a mobile, sharp-shooting big guy who can score from everywhere.
And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
And with everything that Anthony Davis does on offense, it's just mind-boggling. His scoring inside and out, the percentages, he does it all. He is undoubtedly one of the best big men in the league, and many would argue he is the best in the NBA.
And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Crawford against Moore. 6 on the shot clock. He feeds it to Davis. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Defensively, this is what you know. He's coming off a hot game and looking to keep it rolling.
As well he should, Greg. I mean, he always is looking to score the ball, even more so when he's hot. I like the mindset.
And with Anthony Davis, the stat lines, Greg, he can post on any given night are just absurd.
Really, Davis still strong defensively, but he really impacts every facet of the game. One of the rare players who can carry a team on both ends of the floor. There just aren't many great players that can lead a team to a championship, but I think Davis is of that mold.
Phoenix leading by 8. The dish now to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Inside, Ayton. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
Now here is Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screenplay. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
So it's Phoenix now, following the score by New Orleans. Here's Ariza. And a miss there on the triple. Pelicans trail by 8. Moore with it. His last outing, he had 8 points. A floater, and it's Davis finishing it off.
How about the leaping ability of Davis? Easily gets off the ground to throw it down. And he's a quick jumper and decision maker.
Now here's Ariza. And looking at his production, he averages a little more than 7 points a game.
Trevor Ariza, a long-limbed defender. Offensively, a complimentary scorer. You're not going to run your offense through him, but he can space the floor and make big shots when you run offense to him.
The Suns have shot 50% from the line today. 3 for 6. And he makes the first. And Clark, in today's game, you need role players like Ariza, don't you?
Yeah, you do. And he's a prototypical 3-and-D wing. Brings consistency and maturity to his role, sacrificing stats and individual recognition in service of the team. And he's also a guy who's won a championship.
Catching up on the changes for New Orleans. Darius Miller, he's checked in for Randall. Ian Clark comes in for Ejuan Moore. And it's Elfrid Payton in for Drew Holiday. Ariza hits them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. Let's check out the NBA blocks leaders. DeAndre Ayton is second. And, of course, Anthony Davis.
Those two have both mastered the art of the shot block. And believe me, guys, it is an art. It's not all about size.
And he knocks down the first one.
You know, one of the things that jumps out at you immediately when you look at Payton is his size. I mean, he's a 6'4" point guard who knows how to use his body and skill set to his advantage.
And he makes the first but misses the second.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
And, guys, you know that rebounding is a huge part, a huge component of winning games. It's not a glamour stat, but it's necessary if you're going to be a winning team.
Pelicans trail by 7. And stolen by Ariza. 3-on-3. .139 left in the first half. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Boy, I like the calmness of Ariza near the basket. I mean, really good at staying focused, even when the defense is all over him.
Payton dishes to Mirotic. It's Miller on the wing. Back to Mirotic. And a great assist by Miller as that one goes in. That's 7 points for Nikola Mirotic. Anderson outside. And the call will be against Darius Miller. That's his first foul. .59 seconds left in the second quarter. Okobo, and he uses the glass on the layup. He's got 5.
I don't think they have anybody to blame but themselves there. I mean, that's just inexcusable to let a guy get this deep inside.
Payton passes to Miller. And stolen by Booker.
And 2 for 1. That's what they'd like to get right now.
That would be ideal, and that's exactly what they'll try to do. They don't need to rush it, just need to get a quality shot, and quickly. Boy, after struggling in the first quarter, he's come alive here in the second.
Here's Payton, following the score by Phoenix. Miller surveying the floor. To the paint, Davis. Count it, and he's now 8 of 9 from the floor.
And he's been the key for their offense with the way he shot the basketball.
Yeah, he's most certainly not the reason they're in the hole. I mean, his percentage has been outstanding.
Booker outside. To the wing on the left. Okobo. And so it's the Phoenix Suns ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Kevin, thanks. Alongside Coach Alvin Gentry. Alvin, what sorts of adjustments are you going to make in the second half?
Well, we just got to get ourselves organized. We got to get back. We got to take better shots. You know, the problem that we have is we're taking bad shots and they're running out on them. We just got to take good shots and we got to get back and get our defense set.
The best defense is offensive efficiency. Thanks, Coach. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David, and we'll be right back after halftime to start the third quarter. See you in just a bit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to 2K Sports, the halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. Boy, we have a lot to discuss. Things were going Phoenix's way from the beginning. Seemingly flawless as the game got underway, they were knocking down shots and playing tough defense as they went on a 13-0 run. Playing comfortably, they strolled through the rest of quarter one, leading by 12 points. Then in a hard-fought second quarter, they more than held their own, increasing their advantage to finish up 9 at the break. Let's hear from you, Shaq, on the Suns.
What stood out to me more than anything else was how hard they got after it on the offensive glass. They were keeping possessions alive and converting those rebounds into points. Take away those extra points, they're not in this position, Ernie.
And Kenny, what'd you see from New Orleans?
Their lack of execution surprised me. You know, they had a lot of turnovers off sloppy ball handling, which goes back to the fundamentals. And I know we say it all the time, just make the simple play. And this is why. Without giving away possessions, they'd be a lot closer in this game.
And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to begin with Kevin Harlan standing by. We'll catch you on the flip side.
My brother.
A view from the sky above of this lovely city as we make our return to New Orleans, Louisiana. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. You look at Anthony Davis in this game, he's been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, I liked how they took the initiative. They were really locked into what they wanted, not letting the defense dictate their shot selection.
Pelicans trail by 9. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. Setting the floor for the Suns, Okobo and Booker are their backcourt. TJ Warren out there with Ayton. And it's Jackson in at the 3 spot. Here's Booker after Drew Holiday's score. Booker finds Jackson. The shot comes out. Excellent D there from Mirotic. It's deflected, and it goes out of bounds. That one's off Holiday.
And with the chance, let's take a look now at the numbers for Mirotic. He's averaging 11 points a game, 5 rebounds, and 2 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Pass to Warren. Kicks to Ayton. Dishes to Booker. Over Moore. Lock at 6. And the shot no good. A bit short. And so it's Randall bringing it up now for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 7.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg, just what the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying antics to narrow the deficit.
Tell you what, fellas, that could give them the energy boost they've been looking for.
Now here's Ayton. He's got 6, and the Suns miss again. Randall surveying the D. Right side Holiday. And it's Davis at the elbow. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. And so Anthony Davis nails both of them.
Great touch from the line. Always important for bigger guys to be able to come through at the stripe.
Outside Warren. Passes it to Booker. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. Ayton kicks to Booker. Rebounded by Moore. Moore's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Randall outside. Pass to Mirotic. Knocked loose. Some solid defense there from Jackson.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
You know, that's not easy at all. When guys get this close to the bucket, it's tough to stop the basket.
Now here's Davis. After TJ Warren's miss, Mirotic has a wide open look. And that one falls coming off of Davis's feed.
And good passing, setting up a lot of these buckets right now, Kevin. That's been the key.
Time-dropping delights is what I call it.
Yeah, it's a nice pass. I will give you that one.
Yep, he was on the money, that's no doubt. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Here we get a moment to view the league's highest scoring teams. Fourth, the Suns.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Warren. Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Davis. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Phoenix has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Outside Jackson. There's the pass to Warren. To the middle. Okobo lays it up and in off the pretty assist. He's got 9.
He had his choice of finishing moves there, and you just got to love the fact he went old school with the finger roll.
The Pelicans have gone 3 of 5 to start the second half, developing a nice rhythm out there. And Moore kicks to Randall. He dishes it to Holiday. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, exceptional play there to take the bump and still get it to fall.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, Greg. Getting everything he possibly could out of that play. Nicely done.
Good call.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And he has grooved his stroke at the line this season and been able to maintain it with an average of 90%.
He's been a completely different guy at the line this season. I mean, last year, you weren't sure what you were going to get when he got to the stripe. There's no way we could have expected such a huge increase in those free throw percentage numbers.
That free throw good from Holiday. Well, Greg, Anthony Davis with so much talent, it's easy to take Drew Holiday for granted.
I mean, I think Holiday is the catalyst in terms of this team's ability to create and really put pressure on an offense. It has improved his scoring and become a very efficient option at that guard spot. Has always been selective with his shots, but now is pressing a bit more to get involved, and more aggression from him, I think, has helped his production.
Okobo guarded by Holiday. Lock at 6. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And that is a major league flush right there, my friends.
And in a tight contest like this, Greg, that might be just what they need to get the tide rolling in their direction.
You're exactly right. I mean, so often when a team gets that kind of explosive play out of its backcourt, that can really rally and galvanize the whole squad.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. T.J. Warren picks one up.
Well, I like seeing Okafor getting physical and drawing fouls in his attempt to get to the basket. I mean, for a guy this size, he poses a lot of problems for opposing defenses.
And the first one drops.
And even though they're down, they are putting on a show at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're making the most of their opportunities at the stripe, and they'll need to keep it up to take the lead.
Both free throws good for Okafor. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 7 from the field in the third. That leaves room for improvement, certainly. Pass to Warren. Suns moving the ball around. Okobo. And that one is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. It's Randall with the drive. The kick out to Holiday. Passes to Okafor. He nails it, and we're tied up. Okafor's got 14.
And finally, they fought themselves back to even the score. We've got a new ball game here now.
And really, all the momentum is theirs, making such a strong comeback. So I think you've got to really feel good about their chances the rest of the way.
Here's Warren. Jahlil Okafor making his last shot. Yep, that one goes. 14 points for T.J. Warren. For New Orleans, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to fall for them in the third quarter. A nice 62% from the field. And Moore kicks to Holiday. Good on the triple. Holiday's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside Warren. Over to the left wing. Jackson against Okafor. Jackson misses. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 9 from the floor here in the second half. They've got to be happy with that. Feeds it to Holiday. Okafor against Warren. Outside Holiday. Shot clock at 6. He can't get that one to fall. The Suns trailing from about 19 feet and misses it off the right side of the rim.
I thought he had the space to shoot comfortably there, and disappointed that he missed it.
Moore passes to Holiday. Here's Randall. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Randall's got his first bucket of the night.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now Warren, after the missed 3 from Jamal Crawford. Okobo, he's guarded by Hill. Okobo, count it from 12. He's got 13. And so Holiday will bring it up for New Orleans. They lead by 1. Randall kicks to Moore. Pass to Holiday. And it's New Orleans scoring again.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Suns call time here. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Here is Anderson after Drew Holiday's score. Holmes leaps for it, out of bounds. New Orleans will take possession.
And a chance here to take a look at the numbers for Payton. Averaging about 11 points, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you look at those numbers, not bad, but guys, I think he can do better, and he knows it.
And he has high expectations for himself as well, guys, but he just hasn't delivered fully on his potential yet.
Miller dishes to Holiday. He kicks it to Hill. Back to Holiday, and stolen by Ariza. Fast break, here come the Suns. Crawford, no luck.
Tell you what, Kevin, it would be helpful if he would start to contribute a little more on offense, because when he's missing, it makes it really hard for this team. Boy, he's having a great half here. Exactly the opposite of the first.
Suns trail by 5. Kicks it to Ariza. Here's Holmes. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket. Outside
Holiday. Back to Payton. Shot clock at 6. Booker, he's checked in for Phoenix. Knocks it loose. It's stolen by Ariza. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. And here's the upcoming schedule for New Orleans. On Monday, they'll be facing Kawhi Leonard and the Toronto Raptors. Then on Wednesday, they'll face off against Jimmy Butler and the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And for that game against the Nuggets, it's the second game of a back-to-back, and you know they're going to be feeling the effects of it. Playing that much basketball in that short amount of time really takes a toll.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. And Trevor Ariza is such a steady veteran.
I mean, just long, a versatile defender, can also knock down the triple. When you look at how far he's come since he entered the league as really just a raw athlete, it's a credit to his work ethic, no doubt about it. He has mastered his role.
Ariza hits them both.
You know, Ariza offers his team invaluable experience. He's a natural leader who his teammates look up to.
Payton against Booker. Payton right side. And he lays it straight in. Payton's got 5 points so far.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Pretty clear, it's smash mouth basketball. Pound that thing inside.
Yep, it goes in, and the Pelican lead is cut down to just 1 on the basket from Booker. New Orleans has gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Payton finds Holiday. Right side Hill. Back to Holiday. 6 to shoot. Outside Hill. Three-pointer. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Hill's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Payton against Booker. There's 1:47 left in the third. Takes the 3. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
Yeah, and I like it. I love seeing that. It's a lot of fun when that happens. These teams are going at each other from the outside.
Payton outside. The kick out to Hill. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And if you look at the numbers for Devin Booker last season, I mean, he upped his assists and rebounding, his scoring and shooting percentages. He has continued to impress with his development.
New Orleans making some changes here. Davis is checked in for Okafor, and Mirotic subbed in for Hill. Ariza kicks to Crawford. The pass to Booker. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Holmes, good.
And after really leaning on that three-point shot in the first half, seeming like they're just getting away from it here in the second. More of the shots coming from the interior.
Crawford, no one around him. Drains the three-pointer. Now it's a 6-point Phoenix lead.
And this is someone that can really hurt you from long range. He did that to a degree in the first half, and he's doing it now.
Payton kicks to Davis. Shoots over Holmes. And Davis gets it to go. Davis has got 4 this quarter.
As dangerous as he is inside, Davis gives opponents nightmares when he's able to get to the mid-range. He's very reliable when he steps back and takes the jump shot.
Booker against Payton. knocks it loose. Now Davis. Off target. And we've reached the end of the third. Phoenix ahead as they end the third quarter with a massive 16-7 run. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from New Orleans. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Mirotic is the 4 with Davis in the middle. Payton and Holiday are together in the backcourt. And it's Miller in at the small forward. That's the Pelicans 5. Now here's Crawford. Made that one as his 7th of the contest, 7 for 15 from the floor.
Great job of screening there. Nice job to take it to the rim and get the finish.
Payton looking it over. Outside Holiday. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. T.J. Warren picks one up.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Yeah, they've not missed a single foul shot this half, and that's taking care of business, fellas.
That free throw, no good.
He's only listed at 6'4", but Holiday plays bigger than that. That's the case on D more than anywhere else. He can guard 3 positions, and there's a lot of value in that.
And he sinks the second. Suns leading by 5. Outside Warren. Wants to get it to Booker and does. And that one drops for him.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, I'll tell you what, Greg, what can they do? I mean, nobody can miss a shot. I mean, these guys are bringing it on offense right now.
Mirotic passes to Davis. Score the basket for his 10th make. 10 for 12. 83% accuracy.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
Well, they don't have anybody to blame but themselves. Got to prevent them from getting good looks this late in the ball game. You got to come up with stops.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. So it's the Pelicans now. Pelicans trailed by 5. Holiday left side. It's stolen by Ariza. Okobo. And too long on the shot.
Yeah, that's just poor decision making. He's got to be better in those situations.
Greg, I just think he was in a hurry. He flat out rushed it. I mean, I don't know what he was thinking there. He actually was in a brain neutral position.
Phoenix with the ball. Following the score by New Orleans. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Shot clock at 6. Here's Warren, and Mirotic sends it back, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Julius Randle's checked in for Miller. Ayton, he's checked in for the Suns. And so it's Randle bringing it up now for New Orleans. Payton drives in. That shot, no good. Phoenix leading by 3. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Okobo covered by Payton. 4 on the clock. That's good from Booker on the assist by Ayton. And that's 15 points for Devin Booker. For New Orleans, they've gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And Holiday kicks to Mirotic. Holiday attacking. Trying to get open is Davis. And with that, the Phoenix lead is cut down now to just 3 on the basket from Holiday.
There's been a change in his game compared to what we saw in the first half. I mean, he's scoring with a lot of confidence now.
Warren against Davis. Okobo, he's guarded by Davis. And Davis sends it back. Ball's knocked loose. Out to Payton. Back to Randall. And Randall throws it down.
Such an exciting young player, Randall, flexing his muscles there.
Phoenix has gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Okobo covered by Payton. Pass to Ayton. There's the dish to Warren. And there's the feed to Ariza. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Yeah, Ariza has tremendous hops. Excellent vertical, and he gets up quickly for the throwdown.
Ariza against Mirotic, and that's out of bounds. New Orleans will retain possession. Ejuan Moore is checked in for New Orleans. And the Suns making a change here as well. Jackson's checked in. On the wing, Davis. He's covered by Warren.
Take what's available. Use the fadeaway when the defender's there on you.
Booker against Moore. No good from Booker. Pelicans trail by 3. Randall outside. And it's blocked. And he's able to get it back. Payton outside. 6 to shoot. To tie it up. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Payton's got the game tied up here for New Orleans.
And it's official. They have come all the way back. At one point, this thing seemed to be out of reach.
I did not think they had enough clock to get all the way back, but here they are. And now they've got to feel like they're in control of this thing.
Randall no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting at even 50% from the field. Jackson, good. And a nice assist from Booker. Booker's got 3 assists tonight.
Boy, he's already got a nice interior game, Kevin, but Jackson, I think, is only going to get better and better.
Now here's Payton. Passes to Davis. Shoots over Warren. And Davis can't get it to go. Suns have gone 5 for 9 from the field in the final quarter so far. And the dunk by Jackson.
And Jackson just goes upstairs and gets it. A big-time target for the alley-oop jam.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc. Here's Payton. Pass to Davis. Over Warren. And with that shot, the Suns' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Anthony Davis.
And he has the chops for this, raising the intensity when it matters most.
Yeah, he's really calm in these situations. Simply takes his time in tight spots. You got to be patient, and he is playing to his strengths.
And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Suns.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
Yeah, and also the way they've been able to generate points off of the turnovers that they forced tonight has also helped.
First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And here's Payton. He'll bring it up for New Orleans. On the wing, Davis. Stolen by Warren. Okobo covered by Payton. And here we go. Fast break. Payton's got it. The shot missing. Nice D from Warren. Suns leading by 4. Jackson has the open look. Phoenix no good that time either.
He's not exactly striping them from deep. He had 1 3-ball in the first half. Still bageled in the second.
Davis down low. He's covered by Warren. And that one's good by Davis. Davis has got 28 points for the game.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
From outside the arc, Pelicans with the rebound.
And extending the D there, putting a lot of pressure on the shooter.
You're exactly right. Patrolling the perimeter well and didn't allow the shooter to get off a clean look. That's what you would call A-plus defense.
Now here is Mirotic. 6 on the shot clock. Davis surveying the floor. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And this is what the schedule looks like coming up for Phoenix. They'll go up against Russell Westbrook and the Oklahoma City Thunder. And then on Wednesday, they'll be playing against LaMarcus Aldridge and the San Antonio Spurs.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing, but it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Okobo. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. It's going to go on Nikola Mirotic.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. And the Pelicans making a change here. Holiday's checked in. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Pelicans trail by 4. He kicks it to Moore. And there's the pass to Davis. Shot clock at 5. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
And that one falls for Anthony Davis. Phoenix has gone 0-3 so far in the fourth quarter from long range. Warren with the ball. Picked up by Davis. It's stolen by Davis. Kicks it to Holiday. Knocked loose. And here's Jackson. To the left wing. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's his 5th foul.
And you've got to be more careful in that situation. That's his 5th foul, and now he's walking a fine line.
Pelicans on D. A 3 from Warren.
And the aggressive attitude of Davis on D makes him such a tough matchup. He's not going to give his man an inch of breathing room, and that was the difference on that possession.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2. And Phoenix gets called for the foul.
And guys, this is where their depth really comes into play. They've got such talent at that position. They'd love to have him out there, but they won't suffer much of a drop-off.
And it's tied up with that one. And that drops, so they now lead by 1. The Suns have gone 6 of 13, so just above 46% on their field goal attempts here in the quarter. Ayton with it, now defended by Randall. All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Pelicans.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition.
That free throw good from Trevor Ariza. Ariza hits them both. The Pelicans trail. Outside Holiday. Out to the wing. From deep, Moore. Rebound by the Suns. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Ariza no up. And it's Davis with the ball for New Orleans. Holiday surveying the floor. So it's Phoenix again, turning it over.
Sloppy is the only way you can describe his play thus far. Just way too many turnovers.
Here's Ayton. And it's off the back rim, no good. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 of 16 from the field in the fourth, exactly 50%. Outside Holiday. Double team on Holiday. Pass to Mirotic. It's up a 3. No good. And Phoenix the other way now. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
He is showing signs of maturity in these moments. It's clear that Ayton takes pride in coming through for his team.
Now here is Davis. And the basket is good. Davis has got 17 now just in the second half.
Oh, perfect execution. The size mismatch was there, and they went right at it.
Not only perfect execution, how about perfect timing, too?
Moore against Booker. Passes it to Ariza. Right wing. Just 5 on the clock. Here's the teardrop. He takes it up and lays it in.
Nice looking floater there, Kevin. Such a fast shot, a quick release. Really hard to guard that.
Pelicans trail by 3. And Holiday kicks to Davis. Throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. That's on Josh Jackson.
Yeah, that's careless defense, though. I mean, he's one player you can ill afford to let run free. He just loves to be a money player in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. I mean, he plays with no fear, and he certainly knows how to put the ball in the basket.
Free throw good, Davis.
He's really the guy you want on the stripe in that situation. I mean, there's no doubt about it. He's clutch.
Moore against Booker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. Holiday, and so he's picked up his final foul, and he will sit for the rest of this game. Elfrid Payton, he's checked in for Drew Holiday.
Two shots.
So the first one drops, and that gives them the lead. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And how about the composure there at the line? A ton of pressure on those free throws, and he knocks them both down.
To the middle, here's Davis. And so the ball out of bounds. Davis touched it last.
And what a time to get sloppy. A close game like this, you cannot be getting loose with the ball.
Sun shooting at 50% in a decent groove. The shot, no good. Payton with some nice D. Wide open. Yes! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
Now, that is cold-blooded.
Indeed it is. Love seeing him deliver when they need him most. No fear taking these shots. I love it.
And the Suns call time here. And now let's present our Jordan Player of the Game, T.J. Warren.
And to me, the best part of his game has been the work he's done inside. I mean, slashing, driving the lane, attacking the basket at every chance. When he's had an opening, he's taken it.
And Phoenix making a change here. Holmes checked in, and let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Igor Kokoskov address the team. With this game in the balance, he really came after his guys. He said, this is our time. Right now, be in the moment with each other. Do your job, and I promise you we'll win this game. Back to you.
Thank you, David.
No question about it. The touch is with Anthony Davis.
Phoenix calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Holmes finds Ariza to the inside. Suns moving the ball around. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. And again, it's the Suns missing. And stolen by Ayton.
And it's still within reach.
But they have to be really close to perfect from here on out. I mean, they have to get their offense right on target, right on point immediately.
Jacks up a 3. Misses the tray. So it's a narrow victory for New Orleans, pulling it out for a W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a knife in the gut to lose. You gotta love being on edge of your seat and just wondering what's gonna happen. How is this thing gonna play out?
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thank you, Kevin. With Julius Randle, you guys were behind tonight and came back. And how big is it to know that you can come back?
Yeah, it was definitely important. You know, in the first half, we didn't come out right. And in the second half, we picked it up, played with a better pace, got some stops, and we built on it. Yep.
Well, a young team needs confident wins like tonight, Julius. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you next time